What's up everyone, and welcome back to Top 5 Central. Today we're looking at the top 5 most embarrassing YouTube videos. Now with that said, let's see if we can hit today's like goal of 10,000 likes on this video. Also, lately we haven't really responded to a lot of comments, so I thought we'd switch it up for this video. Comment just about anything right now and I'll do my best to respond, but anyways, let's get right into it. Number 5. So when Jesse Wellens showed up on EA's stream at E3 this year, we were all pretty confused. I mean, it's not like Jesse was a hardcore YouTube gamer or anything. Well, it turns out that Jesse seemed to be pretty confused as well, because he didn't exactly perform his best when announcing the new game Need for Speed Payback. Like, Jesse managed to get through announcing his name and his job, but things went downhill pretty fast. Honestly, it looks as if he almost can't even remember what game he's supposed to be announcing, considering how he stumbles over the game's name. I'm assuming what we're seeing here is basically the most embarrassing brain fart Jesse Wellens is ever gonna have, as he stumbles over his words, chuckles nervously when he gets it all wrong, and even when he tries to reset himself after messing up, he just managed to make things even worse. To be honest though, the worst part of this clip isn't even Jesse stumbling over all of his words. The really embarrassing part is when he brings the executive producer of the game onto the stage and he tries to give him some sort of intense handshake, but it doesn't exactly go well. The producer tries to shake Jesse's hands normally, but Jesse is trying to pull him in closer, and it's just super awkward. I mean, for the record though, even though it's a huge embarrassing mess up, it got the game way more coverage than what it would have, so maybe it was just all a huge marketing technique.
What up, guys? Thank you for having me, EA. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Jesse Wellens, and I am a YouTube creator. So I am here to talk about Need for Speed Payback. If you guys didn't know, Need for Speed Payback, yeah, it's a great game. But all right, all set aside, I'm a YouTube creator. Need for Speed Payback, it's coming out. I got my boy Marcus, executive producer here. He is the producer of the game. Thank you, Nick, for having me.
Hey man, thanks Jesse. Obviously we're really excited to tell everyone about Need for Speed Payback here today, but more importantly, show it. In Payback.
Number 4. If you don't know what minions are by now, you've probably been living under a rock. They're basically these annoying little yellow cartoon characters from the movie Despicable Me, and while kids seem to like the characters quite a lot, the rest of us seriously can't stand them. However, some people hate minions so much that they just have to make a video about them, and one such YouTuber is called Our Third Life. The video is called I Hate Minions So Much, and it's probably one of the cringiest videos I've ever seen. In the video, a girl is telling the story of how one day she was at the crane machine trying to get like a charm bracelet from out of the corner, but instead she got a pretty big minion toy. Apparently, every time she sees a minion, she has a breakdown, and the more she talks about how much she hates them, she basically starts crying and tries to rip it up. I'm not even joking, she even then goes on to talk about the time she saw a child dressed up as a minion and how she tackled it and broke some of its ribs. The thing is though, the Our Third Life channel is full of videos like this, so she seriously just needs to grab some bleach and a sponge and scrub these videos off her channel.
But what I was left with? If you know me, you'll know how every time I see one of these anywhere, I have a meltdown. I start to cry. And I'm trying to avoid any sort of contact with my eyes with this thing, but it's so bright and yellow. I can't look. I was in the city, and someone was dressed up like this. It was a small child. It was a small child dressed up like this.
Number 3. When it comes to singing, you either have some talent or you're probably terrible, and the girl in this clip is definitely in the second category, and she seems to know it. Like, most people don't usually know that they're singing badly, or they just don't care because they're having so much fun singing along with their favorite song, but the girl in this clip definitely cares about her singing. So in the video, she's trying to sing the Whitney Houston I Will Always Love You song, but she can't quite get to the right notes without her voice breaking. When she fails the first time, she apologizes to the camera and gives it another go, only to fail again. When she fails that time, she swears at the camera and gives it a third go, and then fails another time, this one making her scream. To put it simply, well, things don't get better from there. The girl keeps trying to get the song right, but keeps failing and screaming at the camera, eventually getting so mad that she puts her hand over the lens so that we can't see her face while she's trying to nail the song, as if that was gonna make any difference. Now she does eventually give up, but the fact that she actually made this video public is pretty ballsy because I know I would never.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm sorry, let me do it again.
Number 2. Last year, one of the strangest and probably most dangerous challenges to come around was the corn drill challenge. Basically, you had to put a cob of corn on the end of a drill, turn the drill on, and then try to eat as much of the corn as possible. Only when people tried to do the challenge, it didn't usually end very well. I mean, you're putting a piece of corn rotating at high speeds into your mouth, so of course it was gonna be dangerous. I mean, honestly, the girl in this video should have known that something was gonna go wrong, as she had decently long hair that was kind of hanging right next to her mouth. And so yeah, as expected, as soon as she turns the drill on and brings it close to her face, her hair gets caught straight in the spinning vegetable. Not only was this video super embarrassing, but it was probably really painful too. Okay, so today's honorable mention is an absolute YouTube classic and is a video that probably everyone knows about. It was released by Chris Crocker on the 10th of September 2007, almost 10 years ago. In it, he makes a passionate plea to the public about the famous singer Britney Spears, claiming that we should all leave her alone and that the press should stop being so mean to her. Now the video is seriously embarrassing. I mean, halfway through, Chris has a complete breakdown and starts crying at the camera. I guess he just really likes Britney Spears for some reason. What's really funny, but actually so cool though, is the video got so much press attention that was even featured in the 2008 parody movie Meet the Spartans, which I just find so fascinating.
Anyone out there make fun of Britney after all she's been through? She lost her aunt, she went through a divorce, she had 2 fucking kids, her husband turned out to be a user, a cheater, and now she's going through a custody battle. All you people care about is readers and making money off of her. She's a human! What you don't realize is that Britney's making you all this money and all you do is write a bunch of crap about her. She hasn't performed on stage in years. Her song is called Give Me More for a reason, because all you people want is more, 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 more! Leave her alone! You're lucky she even performed for you bastards! Leave Britney alone!
Number 1. When a professional guitarist for a world-class rock band gets crazy on the guitar, everyone knows they're in for a good time. When a guy on a train in the middle of Spain brings out a guitar and starts to go crazy on it, people might be a little bit worried. So yeah, the guy in this video breaks out his guitar and starts strumming and singing as much as he can, and as loudly as he can, and before long he looks like he's having some kind of fit. I'm not even joking, the guy literally starts smashing his head against the wall of the train as he plays the guitar and screams a song, which is kinda scary to say the least. Even funnier though, at the end the guy extremely politely says that he hopes everyone on the train reaches their destination and has a great day, and asks for some spare change. Now it doesn't look like anyone jumps up to give him some money, so he'll probably be screwed when he walks into the hospital with a concussion after banging his head so many times on the wall.
Para los mediocres y el día sábado acompañó a los más mediocres, a los innombrables dueños de casa. ¡Somos grandes! ¡Viva Chile, mierda! De pronto se viene a comparsa a llegar, de pronto se oye venir un grito de bulla y fervor popular, de garra y de corazón, y como dice el bombo, chileno, chileno, chileno de corazón. Salta en la barra y dale al tambor, que Chile va a ser más fuerte. Chileno, chileno, chileno de corazón. Salta en la barra y dale al tambor, que Chile va a ser campeón. ¡Por la mierda! ¡Arco de mierda! ¡La Chile sabe! ¡Le hizo un conjuro! ¡Ah! ¡La Chile sabe! ¡Ah!
And there's our video on the top 5 most embarrassing YouTube videos. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe so you see whenever we upload a video. Also, if you have your own top 5 or top 10 idea, feel free to use your Extremely Handy form in the description to submit it. With that said, thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.